Hey friends, back again. So today I'm doing a book review. It's going to be over Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451. And actually I had to read it for English class, so that's how I discovered it. But I figured I'd do a review on it just because why not? It's a review, it's something new, so yeah. This is basically set in a dystopian kind of way. And there's a main character, Montag. Montag is the main character, and he is a fireman. And he's not a typical fireman, like one who would save houses or save people from burning houses. He and his fire crew are ones to burn down the houses. And why they burn down the houses? They are going off a belief of that books are not pleasure, they're not happiness. They reports a house to have had books in their house. To the fire station, the fire station goes to that house and burns down that house because of the books. So Montag has been doing this for God knows how long, and I did not give away the whole book, but he from the beginning, I kind of didn't know this, but he's been planting books in other people's houses, and, like, he's been also storing books in his house to, like, try and learn the meaning of them, like, or wanting to know what that means, like, what books mean, what their true value is, what they're supposed to mean in life. So he's been keeping them from the houses they've burned. He's been, like, sneaking a couple here and there, and keeping them in his house, and he's been and not till like the end of the book does he show them, and not till like the end of the book does he show them to his wife. I'm blanking on her name. Oh no, that's not good. Mildred is her name. But not till the end of the book does he show Mildred his books that he's been storing in the vents, and she's been slowly burning them, because, I don't know, but a young girl named Clarice, I'm kind of just, like, jumping everywhere. I'm sorry, I'm not good with my thoughts. Anyway, I'm just kind of winging it. I don't really have a plan of what I'm going to talk about in the book. But he meets a girl named Clarice on the street late at night after one of his fires that he burned and stuff. And he starts to really like her because he's never really had a good relationship with Mildred. He never really had passion for her. They just were, I guess, like, acquaintances. They never really loved each other. So he's kind of, and his wife's dying. So, but yeah, that's pretty much the book. I don't want to give away the ending to you guys, because I want you guys to read, because I don't read, and I need to read, so I'm expanding my reading by reading this, and then I have two other books. Oh, what are they called? One is called Across the Never Sky. I have to read that, and then this is for you to read. I have to read that, and then I also have a book from school called The Humans. Maybe? I think that's what it's called. It's also kind of like a dystopian. Yeah. Ray Bradbury. Fahrenheit 451. Highly suggest reading it. Go read, guys. Don't listen to the audiobooks like some YouTubers. Well, I mean, I'm not trying to go against the word, but read. Clarice dies apparently midway through the book. After they had met, after a while of not talking to each other, she apparently died in a car accident. Like, she got hit by a car apparently, and their family just up and left. I don't get why they would up and leave after their daughter supposedly dies, which is why I think she's left to the railroads. There's a lot of this book I'm not telling you guys because I want you to read it, but I will tell you that there does come a time where there's explosions and their town blows up, and Montag is in a wild goose chase. Or not wild goose chase. The policemen are on a wild goose chase for Montag because of some serious stuff he does in the book, of which you should read. Yeah, I'll just read you the back of the book. I know it's really late in the book. So, anyway, the system was simple. Everyone understood it. Books were for burning, along with the houses in which they were hidden. Guy Montag was a fireman whose job it was to start fires, and he enjoyed his job. He had been a fireman for 10 years, and he had never questioned the pleasure of the midnight runs, nor the joy of watching pages consumed by flames. Never questioned anything until he met a 17-year-old girl who told him of a past when people were not afraid. Then Guy met a professor who told him of a future in which people could think, and Guy Montag suddenly realized what he had to do. So there you go. That gives you a much better spoiler than what I gave you. And this says it's a science fiction. Read the book. I'm telling you, read this book. It is so good. If you, oh jeez. What is this book like? Like The Hunger Games. You could say that because it's like futuristic. And this is kind of like futuristic. The captain's name of the group, of the fire group, is named Beatty. B-E-A-T-Y. If that's to the book, there aren't actual chapters. I think I got my point across. It was a pleasure to burn. It was a special pleasure to see things eaten, to see things blackened and changed. With the brass nozzle in his fists, with this great python spitting its venomous kerosene upon the world, the blood pounded in his head, and his hands were the hands of some amazing conductor, playing all the symphonies of blazing and burning to bring down the tatters and charcoal ruins of history. With his symbolic helmet numbered 451 on his stolid head, and his eyes all orange flame with the thought of what came next, he flicked the igniter, and the house jumped up in a gorging fire that burned the evening sky red and yellow and black. He strode in a swarm of fireflies. He wanted, above all, like the old joke, to shove a marshmallow on a stick in the furnace, with a flapping pigeon winged books died on the porch and lawn of the house. First page of the book, page 3. Go read this. It's good. I hope this is a good video for you, because it's 14 minutes long. Probably gonna be like 12 minutes. Yeah. Go read the book. It's a good book. Really good book. It has action. It has like cool burning stuff. You burn houses. And yeah. Bye, friends. See you next time. Ooh. I might have a special video on Sunday. Depends on a certain thing that might happen. But go read this book. I'll see you next week, if not Sunday. Yeah. Bye. So there you go. Unclear. Anyway. I'm stupid. Okay. No, I'm not.